Yeah. Yeah, the whole idea, I just got sick. First, I got a head cold, and then I got pink eye, and then I got a sinus infection. And so, like the last week, my ears have been clogged, and I haven't been able to hear. But it is getting better, but it's just not totally cleared up yet.
Right. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. This whole day idea with this schedule just came through a simple phone call with Solomon, and he goes, "Do you know anyone who does one type of week classes?" I go, "Yeah, we always do it as like a if someone can't afford regular classes to come one time a week." He goes, "No, I wasn't talking about that. Anyone who just can't come 2 times a week, maybe the kids are between parents during the week or something's happening. The kids got a busy schedule and they can only come one time a week." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Do they progress as fast as anyone else?" I go, "No, because they only take one class instead of two. It takes twice as long. And because it takes twice as long, a lot of kids don't see the progress. When they don't see the progress, they tend to want to quit." I think a lot of school owners think when kids only come one time a week, they're not training enough, so they quit. I just don't think it's because they see progress, because just one time a week for a half hour, 40 minutes just isn't enough. And so it got me thinking. He goes, "Well, why don't we just teach 2 classes a day?" And I said, it can't be that easy. It can't be that easy. But the more I thought about it, it was. I think there's a lot of problems solved. One, a parent just can't take the kid twice a week. Well, they have to come to an A day and a B day, like a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I kind of figured a way around that. I also want to make it really convenient. So if a kid had to come one day but take 2 classes, I want to make sure he can take back-to-back classes. So if he had to take 2 40-minute classes, 2 30-minute classes, they're back-to-back. It's not inconvenient for the parents. The kids don't have to wait around. They're not taking space up at the school. So that made sense. And then when I went to Dave Prega's, I'm looking at his schedule. His Friday is all makeup classes. So in other words, if you miss a class during the week, you come up Friday for your makeup class. I go, that's cool, but it's taking away from Dave's Friday, where we could have specialty classes. So how could we eliminate the need for that? So I know you're driving, you can't see this, but I'm going to just give you an example. On a Monday, which is an A day, we have kids 4 to 5. And then we have a B day class. And the B day class is for kids 4 to 9. Right after that, we have a kids class 6 to 9. So I know you can't see it, but it's a young kids class, a second class, a B class, and then follow up a older kids class. Then we have after that, even an older kids class, adult class, and then adult sparring or fitness class, whatever you want through the day. On Tuesdays, I have a medium kids class, so it's like 6 to 9. And then I have a B class, which is like the makeup or extra class. And then I have a kids 10 to 14. So if I was a kid 10 years old wanting to take 2 classes that day, I would come take the B class at 4:15. After the B class, I would take my regular class. So I get 2 classes in the same day. If I was a young kid, I would come at 3:30, take my class, and then take the combined age class, which is the B class. So for someone who wants to take 1 time a week, but two classes, they get an A class and a B class on the same day. If a kid misses a class, he just has to come to his next day and take 2 classes on the next day. So there's no need to come back on Friday. There's no reason to schedule a high intensity training class. There's no need to do an extra help class. It just automatically fits in the schedule. If someone wants to upgrade and go, "Hey, listen, I really love this program. I like to take unlimited classes." Okay, we don't have unlimited classes, but we do have 4 classes per week. You can take any of the days we have your age group and the alternate class. So on an A day, you take your regular class, and then we take a B class makeup. So you get 2 classes on a single day. If you come twice a week, you'd have 4 classes in 2 days. So it just automatically fits in for an upgrade. So I know this is kind of fast, and if you could see my schedule, it'd make a lot more sense. But the whole idea is to have back-to-back classes for age groups. So you have younger kids, and then you have your alternate class, and then you have a little older kids, but they can still take the alternate class together. Especially if it had an assistant, I could have the assistant take the 4 and 5-year-olds, and I could take the 6, 9-year-olds. It's not gonna be a huge class because it's like that specialty class. So 2 instructors could run it really, really well, give the kids plenty of attention. Again, I just know from my experience with my daughter, when she had 3 kids and they all want to do other stuff, it was really hard for her to do 2 classes a week with 3 kids on different activities. So she would just go 1 time a week. This would just give her the opportunity to take a full-blown program and still come 1 time a week. Now, when I look at this, I get really excited. I see all kinds of possibilities that make my school run 4 days a week. In those 4 days, I can do all my classes. I can do all my makeup classes. Now, if I want to do specialty classes on Friday, I have plenty of time. I could do like a weapons class, a CIT, and a hyper class. And Saturdays, that'd be my option. I know it's really big now in the martial arts where school owners want to do well financially, but they also want to have freedom time. So this schedule allows you to get a lot done, put a lot automatic makeups in there, opportunities to do upgrades without working 5 days or 6 days a week.
So this schedule is without Saturday classes.
Without Saturday classes. Yeah, Saturday classes, I mean, everyone wants to do something slightly different on Saturdays. Some people like to do marketing on Saturdays where they're doing special events and then doing birthday parties. Some people have a good shopping center and have a lot of Wi-Fi. They like to do regular classes because they know people are going to show up on a Saturday because the shopping center's packed, people walking by all the time, and they just want to be there to be open. Saturday could be open mat classes where if you want to come Saturdays, you can come, you pay your $20 for your Saturday. There's an instructor there on the mat for 2 hours. He'll give you extra help. He's not teaching you, but you can train with other kids on the mat. Parents could use it as a drop off. So there's a lot of different ways to work a Saturday without actually having to do classes. If you can do all your classes Monday through Thursday, it's kind of redundant on Friday and Saturday. So this is where you'd want to do your specialty classes, especially on Friday. I want to make sure if I have instructor training, I have instructor training separate from the regular students, so I can just work with them. If I want to do hyper training, I know my hyper classes, people like to just stay around and train. That's like open mat. So those are really good classes to put on Friday. And again, Saturday, it's like if you just want to be there to get some walk by traffic, open mats, birthday parties, you can do a lot, still have your doors open where people come in and ask questions, but you're using it for additional revenue instead of just having students that are already paying coming for extra classes. I started working this with Brian Andrews. He just came on. So now it's you and Brian. The reason I started with Brian is...
Sorry, it's not Brian, it's Mandy. So I'm business manager at Brian's Dojo.
Okay, excellent. I was just explaining to David Hart, who's also on this call, when Mr. Andrews came aboard, he has like 330 students right now. 100 of those are one-time a weekers. And the one-time a weekers are not paying full tuition. I started saying if he could just get his one-time a weekers to pay full tuition, that'd be adding the revenue of 50 students without teaching any more students. So between Solomon's talk with me and trying to find a solution for Mr. Andrews is how I came up with the schedule. And I looked at it, I go, it's good for everyone. There's so many different possibilities. But again, I was talking to Solomon yesterday. No one's tested it. I think it's a good idea. Solomon thought it was real innovative. Mr. Andrew thought it was something that he was going to try to do in his class in England. He was talking about instead of doing B classes, because they don't do it, they just have like application class. Application class would be like a sparring class. I like to name application class because now you're applying your distance and timing, and you don't have to use the word sparring. That's going to probably reduce your class by 30% because some of the kids just afraid to spar.
Yeah.
We call it application. It's like 1 steps and things like that. You can get all those kids participating and they're going to learn some valuable tools. So what I'm going to do is I will send you a copy of this, Dave, in case it's something you'll be interested in.
Does Brian also have a copy of this?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So that was my thing for today. And I know since we had just David on it first, I wanted to go all the way through it because I did record it because some people wanted a recording. And that's kind of, I got through it there in 16 minutes instead of 30 minutes. So I'm going to turn off the video.